Now let's be honest, the only reason why people, especially the younger generation, still talk about Lord Jamar is because of Eminem. And deep down, before he goes to bed at night, he must know this, and that's why he doesn't hesitate to tell interviewers about how he feels about Eminem. Now everyone is entitled to their opinions on an artist, but for some reason, Jamar believes his opinion is somehow fact when he doesn't even qualify as a peer at this point. Now, if you don't know what I mean by peer, in research, this is the evaluation of scientific, academic, or professional work by others working in the same field. But the only field Jamar seems to be working in at this point is going to interviews and talking about his hate for Eminem. This is the guy that most people, even those that listen to hip-hop regularly, can't name one of his songs that resonate with them, but somehow he thinks he gets to speak for black people and hip-hop in general. In the interview, which you can find at the link in the description, Lord Jamar said, and I'm quoting him here, "Like white people will crown Eminem king because he sold the most records out of all rappers." What else does this guy have to say before people admit the obvious? Lord Jamar can't make any point about Eminem without bringing up race, and the fact that race is always a highlight of his opinions shows that this guy is certainly a racist. These days people try to change the definition of racism, and at its true definition, how is Jamar not a racist? He seems to believe that you can't have an opinion on hip-hop if you're not black, and doesn't even stop there if you're not from New York, and he's insinuated this several times. Jamar also proceeds to speak for all black people once again, and I'm quoting him here. "When we go into everyday life of black people, people who are the originators of this, we don't effing listen to Eminem, we don't listen to Eminem. First of all, who is we, and why does he believe he speaks for every black person? I've seen several black American YouTubers that also believe Eminem is the greatest, or at least one of the greatest. So why does Jamar believe he has some right to speak for what black people listen to in their everyday lives? Even the father of a kid can't assume he knows everything his kid listens to, but this dude that wasn't even the best MC in his hip-hop group back in the day believes he has a say in telling the world what black people listen to in their everyday lives. Most of the time his head is so far up his a-hole, but at least we get some context and overall picture of why he feels this way about Eminem that goes beyond race. If you're talking about smacking your mother and taking pharmaceutical pills and the things that don't resonate with me, why do I care how good you can rap? At least he moves away from race here, admits that Eminem is good but Eminem's content is not for him. Notice the keyword here is me, as Jamar refers to himself, so if you don't enjoy the content, why try to spoil it for everyone who does and complain, and make generalizations that are based on your delusions rather than facts. The fact that he describes Eminem's music as smacking his mom and pills shows that this guy is in no position to be talking about Eminem since he knows so little of his music. Many black people consider Eminem to be the greatest. I have many friends that think the same and they are all black, and a quick online search will show the same even on YouTube. So give it a rest, Jamar. We know you're bored and it's no one's fault that you've been irrelevant for decades now. What's more interesting is that bored Jamar is just 4 years older than Eminem, yet Jamar is already viewed as a relic, a fossil, while Eminem is currently both on the Billboard 200 and Hot 100 at the moment as we speak. He can make this about race all he wants, but that doesn't change the facts, and here's an example that shows Jamar's logic belongs in the shitter. Black people didn't start the most popular sports in America like basketball or American football, but today many blacks excel in these sports. But based on Jamar's logic, Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, LeBron, and Tiger Woods shouldn't be considered great because white men started those sports. What are your thoughts on this? Tell us in the comments section. Subscribe if you haven't, like this video if you enjoyed this, and see you in the next video.